Stop! I know your comments. There's no pop shield on this. I have a pop shield. I'm not going to use it yet because I'm worried it's going to affect the high frequency of this microphone because this is such a thick pop shield. We're going to use it on the vocal test that we're going to do a little bit later. We're also going to do one without it on the vocal test so we get both comparisons. Unlike on other microphone reviews, I'm not really trying to demonstrate some point with these two different microphones. On other ones, I've tried to demonstrate the difference between dynamic microphones and condenser microphones, or how an NT1a and an NT1 are more different than you think. But on this one, honestly, the microphone specs are pretty similar. That means it's kind of up to you to determine which one you prefer the sound of. They have boosts in areas that are very similar. You need to actually hear with good quality headphones or good quality studio monitors, or at least headphones. Don't use your phone. Although I know a lot of you use your phone. Yes, you need to determine which one you prefer the sound of because of the fact that the numbers are very similar on these microphones. The AT2020 cuts in the low end mids, whereas the Rode NT1 has a slight boost in the low end mid. But beyond that, they're honestly very similar in spec. The Rode NT1 and the AT2020 both have fixed polar patterns. They're both cardioid. They have the same impedance level. One thing that is different, the AT2020 can handle actually more volume. The AT2020 can handle 144 decibels of volume level, whereas the Rode NT1 can handle 137. To be quite honest, both of these are bedroom microphones, so what exactly are you recording that's 144 decibels loud? You must be the worst neighbor. So you might be asking yourself, why is the Rode NT1 more expensive than the AT2020? You see, the AT2020 costs roughly $100 depending on what part of the world you are. The currency exchange is going to be different depending on the shipping costs. The NT1a costs roughly around $200. So what makes it more expensive? The NT1a has a few features that are notable that you don't get with the Audio-Technica AT2020. First thing is a shock mount. The NT1a is known for having an incredibly low self-noise. Rode actually boasts that it's the quietest microphone in the world. I'm not sure if that's true, but it's pretty quiet. What that means is whenever you actually listen back to the microphone itself, the noise that it produces from the internals, it's much lower than other microphones. It also has an internal shock mount. What that means is it's going to reject the noise coming from external sources a lot better than a microphone that does not have a shock mount on the inside. For example, if I accidentally kick or step on the microphone stand that's holding the NT1a, it's going to reject those vibrations a lot better than something that does not have an internal shock mount. It also has a 10-year warranty if you're worried about that. This thing will last you, but in case it doesn't, it's got a warranty. It also has a larger capsule. This is a 1-inch capsule. This is around a 0.6-inch capsule. What that means is the NT1a is going to be able to pick up more sensitivity in the signal it's getting, whereas the AT2020 is going to be a little bit less sensitive, but as a trade-off, it's going to be able to pick up louder noises. I don't really think that's a necessary measurement in order to measure whenever you're looking at microphones that are primarily going to be used in a bedroom. Here's the thing though. I've told you the differences that I could find by looking up and researching the differences between these two microphones, but quite honestly, their frequency response and their specifications are very similar, at least in the numbers that the two manufacturers give. It's up to you to listen to the voiceover and the other comparisons on this list to decide which one you prefer. In order to do that, we're going to listen to a vocalist, Melanie Letra-Frade. I highly recommend that you go listen to some of her music. And we're also going to hear a guitar test that is going to be blind. So regardless of what you see on the camera, you're going to decide which sound you prefer without visual bias. Also, in addition to the regular vocal test, we're going to hear the vocals a cappella. That way you just hear the microphones themselves.
Take one. Empty the house, but leave me this room. When everything's gone, it'll still smell like you. When everyone for the first time in weeks, and I laid my head on the pillow in which you sleep. When will I know to rest with my shadows? I'm learning to grieve, but these tears are too shallow. How to hearts at this temperament, burn down all that's definite. This house ain't the precipice for what you've been hinting at. What if this world was built for two, just not me and you?
One thing about the AT2020, the shock mount that they give you, the shock mount, it's really just a way to clip it to a mic stand. It doesn't let me position it on the guitar like I prefer to position microphones on a guitar. So if that means anything to you, it's a little difficult to position on an acoustic guitar. Friends, that's it. I hope this was informative. I hope you enjoyed it, at least a little bit. I hope you have a better idea of which microphone you prefer. If you prefer a microphone that's not even on this video, let me know. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. If you subscribe. If you don't subscribe, have a nice life.